For more information on our top stories and others, please visit our website, it's channelstv.com. YouTube.com/channelsweb has videos of our shows. And do subscribe and watch Channels Television's live stream on YouTube and other social media platforms using your mobile device browser. Well, a similar verdict has been recorded in Katsina and Nasarawa states, where the tribunal dismissed suits filed by the PDP candidates challenging the election of Governor Aminu Bello Masari and his Nasarawa state counterpart Abdullahi Sule. In the case of the Katsina tribunal, the judges had a split decision of 2-1, with the tribunal ruling that the petitioner failed to prove the allegations of substantial non-compliance to the Electoral Act in the conduct of the election. But the chairman of the tribunal, Justice Ali Jos, in a dissenting judgment, allowed the petition and ordered a fresh election in the state. Meanwhile, in Nasarawa state, after over 8 hours of thorough review of the proceedings, the tribunal upheld the victory of Governor Abdullahi Sule, affirming that he scored the highest votes cast. The judges dismissed the allegations of non-compliance with the Electoral Act, overvoting, undue allotment of votes, disenfranchisement of voters, widespread irregularities and violence raised by the petitioner.
Judgment stands out in the annals of election petition in this country at state level as the longest and the richest ever delivered judgment. It took 8 hours and all fields covered. And it is simply, to me, an affirmation of the popular wish of expressed by the people of Nasarawa State on the 9th day of March 2019.
Because today was fixed for the judgment and the Honorable Tribunal has given its own judgment, we appreciate her wisdom, but any other further step will be based on our consultation with our clients.
Away from the tribunals now to security matters, the Nigerian Air Force says its air task force has destroyed terrorist hideouts in separate airstrikes conducted in Dorbada, Abaganaram and Tumbunrigo in Borno State. According to the statement from the Air Force spokesman, Air Commodore Ibukunle Daramola, the raids were executed between September the 13th and yesterday. He says credible human intelligence reports, coordinated by intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance missions, identified the locations within the settlements that served as hideouts for the terrorists. The reports indicated that the high-value Boko Haram terrorist leader had been harbored at Dumbada, assigning staging posts from where the terrorists launched attacks against troops' locations. The statement says that an attack aircraft dispatched by the ATF attacked the identified position within the settlement, scoring accurate hits on some of the buildings and killing dozens of the terrorists. Earlier, attacks on Abaganaram and Tumbunrigo, both of the fringes of the Lake Chad, also resulted in massive destruction of the terrorist structures and killing of several Islamic State of West Africa province ISWAP fighters. Tackling corruption will ensure that Nigeria stays peaceful and its economy develops. This was the consensus of a forum on peace in Benin City, the Edo State capital. They believe that this would help them make informed decisions and stay away from crime when confronted with what seems like enticing circumstances.
Is very high in the society, organized crime will flourish.
Addressing ideas and attitudes that eventually lead to corruption is the way this forum in Benin City, the Edo State capital, has chosen to go in order to improve the fight against corrupt practices, as key speakers here share the belief that national peace and development are threatened wherever corruption reigns.
Be the change that you want to see. You must avoid the spirit of competition. Don't sew your coat according to your size. Sew your coat according to your clothes. And to reign is to take the lead and help others to follow you.
When you see something, say.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission takes a sterner tone.
In the last 2 years that we have been in Benin, this year alone, we have secured 53 convictions of cyber criminals.
that not Salah? Is that not amazing? 53 young persons have been convicted for cybercrime offense in Benin here. I send this message to you as young people who are seated here today that there is no gain in engaging in cybercrime. And I said this because we will fish you out, the Lord will fish you out, and it will deal with you. Today,
the organizer feels fulfilled, while some participants describe the event as enlightening.
When they face challenges in life, when they are faced with the issues that we have been talking about since, they have enough knowledge to confront some of those things.
School is not scam. You have to make money the right way, make it in a legit way. You'll be proud of the way you make money yourself.
You can't have a developed nation without a developed people, and that is what I took from this place.
Another point highlighted in the discussions is how easy it would be for Nigeria to enjoy peace and rise when every citizen gives the fight against corruption the attention it deserves. Jessica Olubuse, Channels Television News.
Moving on to other stories now. Commuters plying the Calabar Odukpani Federal Highway are appealing to the federal government to commence the reconstruction of the deplorable Calabar-Itu Road, which has impeded transportation within the South-South geopolitical zone. They say that the road, which was constructed over 4 decades ago, has become a death trap to most people who ply it daily.
It's a road user's nightmare. The condition of the Calabar-Itu Federal Highway leaves a lot to be desired, leaving traffic backed up for miles, people stranded, and vehicles breaking down. There's barely space to breathe between two vehicles, as the chaotic situation lends to the frustration felt by the drivers.
We don't have 1 hours since 4 days now. 4 days I'm in this place. There is no road. Many things are happening here in the night. When you get down there, you will see many containers, they cut it. My motor cannot pass. Look at this one. Nothing here, nothing. No road. I don't know why our government is like this. Even if they don't want to do it, let them carry hardcore. Compound that place so it can be movable to everybody here.
It's not a new development by any means. Back in 2016, some palliative work was done on the road, which led to approval by the Federal Executive Council in 2017 for it to be reconstructed. 2 years down the road, work is yet to begin. But the National Assembly is now insisting change is long overdue.
And I assure you that the leadership of the 9th Assembly will make sure that we give every support in the appropriation of the 2020 budget so that enough funds will be appropriated for this road to be taken care of.
The road in question is a key arterial one linking the south-south states of the country, and it's estimated over 1,000 heavy-duty trucks ply the route daily, an indelible aspect of commerce and movement of goods, which, if fixed quickly, will doubtless be a relief to the region and the communities.
More stories now. The Yobe state government is looking at exploring natural resources of the state to enhance agriculture and to make it the hub of job creation and economic prosperity in the state. To achieve this, a retreat was organized where major stakeholders in the agricultural industry, including experts and policymakers, deliberated on ways of strengthening the sector.
Farming is a primary source of livelihood in Yobe State, northeast Nigeria. Despite being blessed with large expanse of land, agricultural activities in the state remain largely subsistent. However, the state government believes that with more effort, this resource could present countless opportunities to improve the life of the people and the state's economy. And that's prompted the call for this retreat, which is aimed at making agriculture the engine of job creation and a path to sustainable development.
Low productivity of traditional agricultural system, weak research and extension services, limited access to improved seeds, low level of agricultural mechanization, poor access to credit facility. All these are factors that hamper the flowering of development and agriculture in the states. We are hoping for this retreat to help shine the light for us for how we could get best strengthen agricultural planning, how we could move effectively, utilize research findings, and what we new techniques to adopt to enhance agricultural production, processing, and marketing in the states.
The governors of Kebbi and Jigawa State also come with support, pledging to collaborate with the Yobe State government to actualize regional agricultural integration.
I urge all of us kindly embrace this and support the governor. Funding is available, but we are not going to use agriculture without recognizing that it involves some risk. And it's okay. Countries that have achieved what they have achieved today have spent decades of providing support. And we, being a border state, work on this energy to improve our competitiveness, to see how best we can work together, reduce the cost of farming, increase our yields, and make farmers happy.
Meanwhile, the country director of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization promises to assist Yobe State to realize its vision. Governor Buni says he has already directed the acting secretary to the state government to begin work on the formulation of an expert working committee to digest recommendations from the 4-day retreat and formulate implementation strategies for the state government.